Greetings, diners, and welcome to the first road edition of the Coro News Report here on the Doomstead Diner. And as you can see, here in Alaska, we still have some ice around the edges of the creek, but the creek is flowing very nicely. Okay, the meltwater is starting to come down from the mountains, from Denali and the Brooks Range and all the rest of it. And the road, or for me, the bike path, is pretty well clear of ice. And so I am on my first trip of the season to the Food Superstore to see what's available on the shelves. So let's get rolling here. Okay, and it's just about maybe a quarter mile down the road, not very far. The Cripple cart does it here in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes altogether from door to door. I intend on getting a faster Cripple cart though, and I actually do have my two-wheel electric scooter is a good deal faster than this, so on that one I can get down there in about 2 minutes, a minute. That's about 15 to 20 miles an hour. This one maxes out at about 4 miles an hour. And that's if the battery is really in good shape, and this one is not too good. It should get me there and back, I hope. But I do have backups, just in case. And you see the Brooks Range in front of you, of mountains. The Great Wall that God built to protect the independent souls of the world. And you also see all the cars. There's plenty of them. Whoa! Zoomed in there accidentally. Sorry about that. Trying to get the camera positioned right. And well, you've got, you know, a decent amount of traffic here. Of course, you know, you wouldn't call this traffic in the lower 48, but it's for us, it's traffic. And it does get bumper to bumper if you take one. That's America, even up here. We got the gas, and we're coming up on the Shell gas station that is out in front of Three Bears. I cannot make out the price from here. $2 and something, I think. $2.90? Getting closer. And the subway. See, we have all of the comforts of the lower 48. And on your left, that we just passed by, was a little local airstrip. As the private planes fly in and out. It's not used too much. There's a little bigger one, a bigger airport, so to speak, in Palmer itself. That I think most of the people who live around here keep their planes in. All right, here we are, Three Bears, Alaska. And now in to see the Superstore. This one's slow. I got a faster one. Okay. Here's some lively young folks, millennials. And try not to get hit by the cars as I go through the parking lot. Alright. I am going to turn off the camera as I go into Three Bears. So I will turn it back on periodically as I get to places. Or at least take some stills. I'm not sure what they're going to let me do. Well, sadly, they would not let me make videos inside of Three Bears. Okay? I did make some on the sly last year. Maybe I can find them. I don't know. But otherwise... Anything else? No, I'm making a video. Say hi. What do you call it? That was the Three Bears podcast. so you don't get to see what's in there. But I will tell you, shelves are stocked, meat freezer, doing great. Even had my Campbell's cheddar cheese soup that I use in a lot of recipes, so that's cool. Okay, and otherwise, very calm. Day is still nice, a little overcast, but the temperature's good. We're almost at 50, I think 48. All right, time to get back home and unbag the groceries. Later. All right, we are on our way back home, and getting home is the challenge here, because as you can see ahead of you, it's uphill going back. Okay, not a huge grade, and when my batteries are new, no problem, but these batteries are not new. And so as I get to the steeper part of the hill, we're going to find out if it's going to make it, or if I'm going to have to get off and give it a little helping hand. Without my weight on it, it'll finish. I just kind of gotta shuffle along with it, hold my finger on the throttle, it'll make it up the hill, hopefully. Alright? I'll let you know when we get there. Okay, I made it back safely from my adventure at Bears Food Superstore. And, you know, it's an adventure for most people these days, going to acquire food and other supplies. You know, there are people out there that'll kill you to get to the toilet paper first. But it's not that bad up here in Alaska. In fact, it's pretty good so far. After that initial week of you know, panic buying and so forth, things have calmed down, and I was able to, as you saw, make the trip to Bears on my Cripple cart and shop the aisles. They wouldn't, unfortunately, as I mentioned also, let me film inside the store. Too bad. I have taken film before. I'm going to look for it, but I don't think I'm going to find it anyway. It's not that important, you know, that you see what's inside the store. You can take my word for it. Pretty much everything that you want to buy was there. Okay. In terms of some of the things that were missing when I ventured out there a couple of weeks ago with my Cripple helper, the paper goods, you know, the little prop here, the paper towels, Bounty, okay, the quicker picker-upper. They're not sponsoring me yet. And then the toilet paper, okay, I also scored that. All right, whose brand is this? I don't know. No, this is Everyday Essentials. Okay, it's a store brand. I think that's Costco store brand or something like that. And I am stocked now with TP and with paper towels. I've got no problem with them, and I'm not going to buy any more for a while. You know, they limit 2 to a customer. Okay, but you know, I bought 2, and I bought 2 again, and I bought 2 again, and you know, I don't use that many paper towels or that much toilet paper. So I don't know what. Okay, so other stuff that was missing. All right, I mentioned that canned soups, the Campbell's soups, and the Progressos, and so forth, they were wiped out when I first visited there. But many of them were back. They weren't entirely all back, but many were back. And I picked up a few cans of my favorite Campbell's condensed soup, broccoli cheese. Not broccoli cheese, it's just cheddar cheese. Okay, not so great by itself, but it is a great starter for making a soup amendation, and you know, it's great soup. Okay, one of your better products out of corporate food supply. All right, and so I got that. I scored that, and then fresh veggies, okay? My favorite from my youth, asparagus on sale for $2.79 a pound. That is a great price here in Alaska. I don't know about down there, but that is a fucking great price, okay? And these are nice, big, thick ones, nice and crisp. The heads are all very nice. This is going to make great whatever I decide to make with it, but I mean, these are just great. And the produce in general was all there. Three Bears, produce is not their strong point, okay? But, you know, they have the basics. And like I said, this one came in on sale, and it's great asparagus. I'm very happy with it. And also from the produce section, all the way up from Brazil, or somewhere in South America, I'm sure, bananas, okay? My favorite fruit from my youth, okay? And now a favorite fruit because with my lack of teeth, it's one of the few that I could still eat. At least without cooking it. You know, I can't eat an apple, forget that, okay? That's just not happening. I can make, you know, if I make an apple strudel or something like that, I could eat it, but I can't eat a raw apple. Yeah, applesauce, I could eat applesauce, you know, like baby food. Put it in the food processor. So, got bananas, okay, very good. And I think I mentioned also frozen juices were missing, but they're back, okay. And this is my current favorite, blueberry pomegranate from Old Orchard. And I make a real nice concoction. I don't have a name for it yet. Maybe I'll call it the diner. With vodka, tonic, and blueberry pomegranate. Blueberry pomegranate juice. I mean, it's killer, okay? As long as you put in plenty of vodka. Okay, so I got the juice. Very good. And now, okay, the really important thing for us carnivores and meatosauruses out there is the beef. You know, it's what's for dinner. Alright? And I scored again a couple of beautiful, look at those, ribeyes, nice and thick. Again. And these are our choice quality. These don't approach, not quite as nice as the last bunch. But they're still pretty good. And not, you know, they don't have quite the marbling that the other one did. But they're still going to be very good. So I'm going to be eating a lot of steak and beef meals over the next week and making a lot of those. Alright? So if you're a vegan, you know, I have been doing a lot of vegan dishes, alright? I've been trying to, you know, keep the vegans happy and whatnot. So, but, you know, I mean, who could pass up this deal? It was only $7.69 a pound, alright? And two beautiful, thick-cut ribeyes. I mean, I just couldn't turn that down. I don't care. Even if I have had steak like 4 of the last 5 nights. Alright, and then, also, I've been eating really cheap bacon, for the most part. Okay? Saving money. But, you know, I got a hankering for, you know, good quality bacon. And I avoid, like, you know, my favorite from my youth was Oscar Mayer bacon. You know, the center cut, you know, the really nice bacon. But, you know, it's like twice the price of the cheap stuff. Bar S and the other brands, the other off brands. So, I haven't bought it lately. But I went in and I said, I'm going to buy some really good bacon, okay? Alright? Because, you know, who knows how much longer I'm going to be able to eat this stuff. And, so, but they didn't have Oscar Mayer. I was very depressed. But they did have Fletcher's Hickory Smoked Bacon, okay? Center cut also. They've been around since over 100 years, okay? I can't see since when, but they do have a 100-year sticker on there that they've been around 100 years. And so,
Those are some mighty old pigs. But it was even more expensive than us for mine. I don't want to tell you how much this slab of bacon cost. It was not cheap. But, you know, I don't eat a lot of it. You know, when I make a breakfast, one strip, okay, that's all that I have with my egg. And I don't even always have the whole thing. Maybe I use it for something else, flavoring a soup or something. So, I get my money's worth out of it, even if it's expensive. And then for the vegans, okay, I didn't leave them out. Most of the meals that I'm going to be cooking up over the next week or two, as I do these shows, will have a vegan version. And so I bought some more tofu, okay? Bean curd made from fermented beans of some type. I'm not sure what type. And a very healthy form of protein for you to eat. Excuse me. To help you bolster your immune system in the face of coronavirus. All right, which is why you went to the food superstore to get the fresh foods and so forth. Because you want to ingest, put into your body, the right weaponry to defend against coronavirus. And protein is of the utmost importance. All right? Because your antibodies, those are your little army that run around your bloodstream that go and defeat the little enemies that you have that are viruses and bacteria, okay? Those are your unseen enemies. And so you want to have in your diet a good amount of protein. And you can get it from tofu, you can get it from beef, you can get it from bacon, okay? Those all have good protein content. And you could add to it if you want to. Go to one of those health stores and buy yourself a protein shake supplement stuff. Okay? Throw some of the powder in and, you know, I never went for that stuff, but some people like it. Alright, and what else? Oh, last but not least, I picked up some more Rolaids. You wonder why I have all the heartburn that I have lately? Have a look. So, I got stocked up pretty well. And the Cripple cart made it both ways. Didn't stall out on me. It made it up the hill. And I made it home. So, it was a successful food acquisition expedition here. And I was, as you saw in the video, dressed up in the full get-up there. You know, I had my mask on and so forth. I didn't have my gloves on when I shot the video, but I did put them on when I got inside the store. And whatnot. So, I came home, hopefully, still COVID-19 free, I hope. And, you know, here in Alaska, we do have more cases now. I think we're up in the hundreds, 250, maybe 300 cases. I'm not sure how many deaths now. That I'm sure has gone up as well. But still, of course, well behind everybody else in the lower 48. And it remains to be seen how fast it will expand here and whatnot. But, you know, it's getting to the point now where even here in Alaska, you've got to be prepared and you know, prep up. You know, also, there was news I read on the web that some of the patients in South Korea who recovered, supposedly, from coronavirus have now been tested and shown to be positive again. Okay, reinfected, possibly. It may just be fragments of the virus that remain in their systems. That's being showing up on the test. Nothing is sure on this right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a reinfection possibility at all. And the virus probably has fast mutation. You know, it's probably, you know, it's certainly got an awfully amazing RO, infectivity. So I would not be surprised if it mutates rapidly also. Which means second waves coming through. Especially if the push by Trumpovetsky to open up our economy again succeeds. Then we'll have more. And a lot of places, flyover country really has not reached its peak yet. So you still have that to go up, that hill to go up. And then, if New York dies down, Seattle dies down, then they can come shooting back up again. All right? And, wave after wave. It's like a sine wave, okay? Until we get a functional and effective vaccine and effective treatment plans and so forth, we're a long ways from being out of the woods on coronavirus. Unfortunately, for all of us. But, if I'm going to be anywhere during this catastrophe, this is a place I want to be. And that's all the doom. This time until next time. Here, from the Cooking Zone kitchen, where I prepare all these meals for the Doomstead Diner when you have your collapse brunch with me. Hasta la. Bacon, steak, bananas, asparagus. Good stuff.